fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check, Mike 42. Check 50, check 50. Easy, kill.
On first down, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense,
And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has it.
I don't know what you doing. Damn, what the fuck, man?
Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
From the 45 on second down, Carr. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Second and 5 now. Carr. And he'll find Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now, 42. Check. Mike 42. Good. Watch the twist. Mike's 4-2. Later 2. We ain't giving up nothing today. Let's go. Mike 42.
On second and 7, Carr. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
To throw is Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet, what am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real, and sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out, and this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kawan Baker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely run.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's into the clear.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw his car. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On play action, it's Carr. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the pass.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that's complete, it's Chris Godwin. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play here for Dallas. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. A
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in here by Fuller.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
On second down at 4. Carr. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check 45 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 25, check 25, check 25. 45's the Mike, 45's the Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Big edge, big edge, big edge. 45's Mike, 45. Wins championship, baby.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Quibble. Don't let him breathe, defense. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm on. 26.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Come on, baby.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cam Akers, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's a run with Akers. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the...
I never had started off with a quarterback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got...
I ain't never played you. This is my first time playing you.
With all the views coming from the replay official here with final 2 minutes and a half. So that challenge, a successful one. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mike 17, Mike 17.
On play action, now Carr. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Buzz.
Mike's 49. Here we go, G.
Hey, Ace.
Mike's 49. I'm coming. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 49.
Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles.
Good shit.
Outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point right down the middle, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Ace. Green.
Murray now on first down. Got his man, Baker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Mike's 49. Record.
Omaha. Empty.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 49, guys. Mike.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
26, Mike. I'm coming after you.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Mike 42.
Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Tight dog.
On 2nd and 10. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Hitting hard. Oh my God.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Murray going to throw.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And just a yard to go here on second down. From the gun, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Into the secondary again. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 32. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Raider 2. Check.
Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
He's checking. Check down. 29.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 17. Wants to run. They're running it. Easy. Kill.
Now Carr again. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Mike, 44.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check.
Omaha.
To throw, it's Murray. He finds Smith out of the backfield. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Murray. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Here we go.
44, Mike.
Now Murray.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for Dallas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Akers. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Here I come again. 44 is the Mike. 44.
They're going for it. It's Murray.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercept. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Yet another interception.
Motherfucker kicker can't get it.
Between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
93. 93.
On second and 15 now. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
694. Mike 17, Mike 17. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Throwing his Carr. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle that comeback did. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game.
Man, I swear, I tried to get him. Swear that. Oh my gosh, man.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back to throw. Murray. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Yeah, you slow down. Damn, I can't get this fucking breakout, boy. Shit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
Shit.
Just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defense gets a quarterback out there quickly, a lot of times it's trying to jam quickly. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough to no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
To throw is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall.
Damn, I ain't get that shit, man. I'm getting mad.
Frustration there, back-to-back incompletions. Receivers
Good shit, bro. Damn.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially just
They do. I ain't gonna lie to you.
switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw.
Damn, man.
It's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster.
Man.
It's the guy that's short in the end zone comes up in the end zone making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Carr. And he'll find Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie. And the Cowboys are going to
Good shit, bro.
on the final play to return to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Cowboys, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.